Hello YouTube. Welcome back to the Bison Workshop. I'm Bob. I've probably got an echo in here. Until I get walls around here, we're going to have an echo. I got the drawers in the meal bench again. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do here on the end. I don't know if I'm going to cut this to make it even, so I have the same walking distance between the two benches, so it's kind of, I can walk around through here and get to the shelves easier. So I'm thinking about doing the same thing I did here. So when I build that bench, I'll have walkway through there all the way around the mill. So that was just done because it was in a camper and it had to be that way. So I can just take some tin snips and snip that over and take the saw and saw it and be done with it. When I get to the end, use the sawzall to finish it off because the saw ain't going to get there. And I ain't taking that back out. I got my panel box wired in. And we'll just give you a little, we're having some trunk coffee, by the way. We still have trunk coffee. Different location, same meaning. So, I'm fighting rust. I finally got the mill, or the lathe cleaned up. And believe it or not, it looked just like that right there. I missed that spot. I don't know how I did that, but that's got to come off of there really fast. Yeah, I've been having to do that to everything because it rained on us. It hasn't rested yet. It's rained every single day since I've been here. Every single day. Every day since I decided to move. Remember, back a couple videos I said that. Y'all need to start listening. Oh, looky here, man. We got us a creature. Check this out. Well, he's looking for rat poison. I've got it all over here. And in fact, I'm going to put some up there too. Let me get me a couple pieces if I can find a piece. Here we go. We get down in here. I'll throw the whole bunch down in here. Here, let me feed the poor thing. Here, buddy. There you go. There's you some food. I'm cruel, ain't I? Anyway, here's the lathe bench. Now, never mind the drill press, it's just sitting there temporary. The bench that's going right there, or no, this one's going to be for the drill press. The reason I want to put the drill press here is, believe it or not, if I ever have to support a 2x4, I can pull one of my drawers out, whatever height I need, and lay that 2x4 or lay whatever I'm drilling, and I got all these different levels that I can do that with. So when you're in a tight spot, you got to think of everything, man. That vise always has to go nearest to the door, because I'm always putting 8-foot stuff in my vise, and sometimes your shop ain't 8 foot wide. So, anyway, I got the cabinet here. Forgive my dirt, I was just sweeping up right before you guys interrupted me. But, it needs some trimming. I need to shave some off the bottom side of this corner here, and that'll shut pretty nicely. But right now it's really tight, and this one's even tighter. It needs to be shaved on the top, or lifted, one way or the other. But I got all my paints here on the top shelf, all my tapes, and then I'll decide when I got 3 more shelves I can put stuff. So that's going to happen here soon. Alright, so then I'm not going to shut them all the way. Then we got where the gas stove is going to go. We're going to have a gas heater right there, and it's probably going to be just like this one right here, if you guys can see that. It's going to look just like that one. Look at my truck out there in the driveway looking all tough. So then I got to do some real fancy work on the door. That door. I mean, look, something's been scratching to get out of here, man. They've harbored a dog in here, and a pretty big one, because them scratches go clear up to here. In fact, right there's one clear up there, and that's a pretty big dog. So it's got the old style lock on it, so I have to make a plate to fit this area, this whole area right here, or something, and redesign, because I want to put a deadbolt in here, or I mean a doorknob. So I want to put a doorknob in this one, and I want to put one on top, but this won't take that tight, so I'm going to have to do some fancy footwork here, because this here is all chewed out. So fancy footwork is going to have to be the game. We're going to have to probably route this out right here, get all this off of there, and that'll actually straighten that up a little bit, and route out this side, make a whole new plate that fits the whole width of the door, and put it in there, and have our new bolt or new striker or strike or whatever they call it thing. It's either that or a lock and a hasp. I really don't want to go that route. I'm trying to be fancy here. Alright, I've got the lathe. I've got the drawer. I've got to figure out how I'm going to make I'm going to have to make some slides and add a 4x4 over here on the other side, about an inch difference. So in other words, the drawer will be 1 inch shorter than the hole. I've got some drawer slides I want to put on this, and ball bearing slides, and that drawer will work nice there. I can pull it all the way out then. Before, I could only pull it halfway out because it was just slid into a slot, or a slut. Alright, so I needed 220 for my welder, so I put a 220 plug in. This is what was on the side of the shop before. I don't really like the plastic. I'd like for you, eventually these are going to be changed to the metal ones that's the same size as the box, so it looks a little more professional. And we got the lathe pretty daggone close to the wall. I didn't want that to be that close, but I might be able to live with that. As long as it never hits, I'm fine. These here are going to stay right there. The drill press is going to be over next to the toolbox, and then I've got my breaker box in, and this is my main. This one here is my welder. This one is the overhead lights. See? Overhead lights. Alright. I don't have a switch at the wall. I do plan to put a switch over there on the wall once I get the wall up on that side. Now that side I'm going to put boards just like I did on the top of this. I'm going to do this all the way up. Right here I couldn't do it because I realized that I was so close right here, so I had to use the 3/8 or ½ inch or whatever that is, and it's still a little close. So from here out, I want to finish this side out with this. So I need to get another sheet of that. And then the rest of them are going to be all boarded all the way up. Hopefully I have enough boards. If not, I know where there's some more. I just got to work for it. So I got my 12 bolt system in right below it. Now it's not plugged in right now, and it's not in use right now because the wires ain't even hooked up. That is going to be 12 volt eventually throughout the whole shop. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I do need it for the radio. That's one thing, and it may only be used for the radio. I'm thinking about putting the radio right where it's at. Looks like it's a good place to put it. And I got my inverter, I think that's what that's called. Converter or inverter, I can't remember which one it is, but you professionals do know what I mean, so don't criticize me. Alright, and then we got the mill in here, and it's just been the collector of junk. And it's my work table right now. That and right there has to be my work table until I get these tables working. I'm not real sure where I'm going to be doing most of my bench work. Probably be over here somewhere, because I'm going to probably try to put the drill press back in, basically maybe this much further forward, right by where the head is here. I'll put it, and then I have this as a workbench over here. I might be able to go a little closer, but I don't want to get too close to the wall, because if I get too close to the wall, then I'm limited to what I can drill. And sometimes you need both ends of your to drill, and sometimes the holes don't always go to the one end, so you paint yourself into a corner, so to speak. And these bugs are terrible in here. I need some fly strips. So that's where we're at, guys. I'm getting there. Today I washed 3 loads of clothes with only cold water, because that's all they ran to the did I get him? No, I did not. They didn't run a hot water line for the washer, so the washer's only cold water. And what it would take to get water in there, I'll just wash my clothes in cold and be done with it. I don't have a dryer, so I have to hang my clothes on the line on a rope. And I hate hanging clothes. I don't like doing dishes either. But I did 3 loads, hung them all, but the last one's going to have to dry tomorrow, because they're going to hang there till tomorrow. So then I set up the 40-gallon fish tank, and I'll show you some pictures right now. And straighten some stuff up a little bit, and I know I did more than that. Oh, I built a fish tank stand. Right now it's not done. Those pictures are showing you it sitting on a frame, but I've also got it mounted to the wall with a really bigger version of this. And what it does, it mounts to the wall like this, and the fish tank's about 6 inches, it's exactly 6 inches from the wall. So 6 inches of this is not used. But then I drilled 2 more holes and used them 3 holes, the one on the end and the 2 I put in it, and then I set a shelf on it to set my air tank or air blower and whatever else I need to set back there, maybe food. So that's all in the pictures. So then that'll work until I had to get those tanks set back up. They were going to rot, and I didn't want them things to rot on me. Right now they're beautiful. I set up to 55 yesterday, and already that pump's done its job. And I've had to run both fish tanks and my entertainment center on the same outlet. I do not like doing that, but they don't have outlets in this house, and they're all 2 prongs, not 3 prongs. So they all have to be changed. And that's not no fun because the coating on the wires are breaking. So they all need to be heat shrunk. And I'm not looking forward to that either. But there still ain't going to be no ground. Because they didn't have a ground to begin with, unless they ground the box. That's a good possibility. But anyway, I'm calling it a night. I'm going in the house. I think I've done plenty tonight. Tomorrow I'll hook up the wire for this outlet, and both of those will be powered. So far we've got lights powered, and I got to move some around. I got to put one over there, and I got another one up there. I got to get some tubes, and my God, them things are expensive. Awfully expensive. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. If you want to support the channel, you can do so with PayPal and send it to bisonworkshop@gmail.com. You guys have a good one. Later.